Electric field is called a conservative field. Conservative means just like conservative force, it should be independent of path. Independent of path means whatever may be the path, work done should be same. Okay. It exerts force on both positive and negative charges. This is not the criteria for conservative field. It imparts energy on a moving charge. This is also not the condition for conservative. Work done in moving a charge from one point to another is independent of the path chosen. It is independent of the path. Yes. Work done in moving a charge from one point to another is different for different paths along which the charge is moved. No. If work done is force dot displacement, if we are using this equation, then that force is a conservative force. So similar equation can be used in the case of electric field, magnetic field. So both electric field and magnetic fields, electric and magnetic fields are called conservative fields. Why means this is the reason. Work done is independent of the path. A positive charge will lose electric potential energy in an electric field when it moves. So this is the electric field. Keep the positive charge, it moves in this direction. So if this is moved against the direction of electric field, then potential energy of this increases. Electric field. This is the direction of motion. It is something like this. Earth, keep a mass. This is attracted towards the earth, center of the earth. You are trying to increase the height means that increases potential energy of the body. So potential energy increases if the direction of displacement is opposite to the direction of force. This is the direction of force. Displacement should be in the other direction. So in the direction of the field, opposite to the direction of the field. Yes. A charged particle is found to gain potential energy when it moves in the direction of the electric field. So there is a charged particle and it gains energy if the particle moves in the direction of the field. The particle can be, see, positive charge moved against the direction of field increases potential energy. Potential energy increases. Whereas this charge is moved in the direction of field and potential energy increases means this should be opposite to this charge, isn't it? So this is negative charge. Proton positively charged, alpha positively charged, beta. In general, beta is negatively charged. Proton or an alpha particle, both are positively charged. Therefore, a point charge 10 nanocoulomb is located at the origin. This is 10 nanocoulomb. Work done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from A to B. A is 4, 0 and B is 0, 3. 0, 3 means it is on y-axis where the coordinate distances are in meter, right? So what is the work done? Work done is delta W is potential difference times charge. Charge, the one which is moved. So 1 coulomb of charge is moved. So charge is 1 coulomb. Delta V, potential difference between these two. So V is constant Q by R. Potential difference is V2 minus V1, isn't it? So constant Q 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1. So constant Q, the one which is at the origin, into 1 by R1 or R2 minus 1 by R1. 1 2 or 2 1. This is 1 coulomb. 1 constant is 9 10 power 9. The one which is at the origin 10 nano 1 by R1, 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 equal to final minus initial 4, 3, 4 minus 3, 1, 1 by 4 into 3, 12, 1 by 12, 10 power 9, 10 power minus 9 get cancels. This is 9 into 10. 3 4 times, 3 3 times. 3 by 4 is 0.75 into 10 equal to 7.5. So 7.5 joule. 2 point charges 2 micro and 5 micro are separated by 5 centimeter in air. Work done in bringing them closer by 3 centimeter. These two are two charges. Okay, 2 micro, 5 micro. Distance is 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. Now they are brought closer by 3 centimeter, means these two are the charges. Distance between these two is 2 centimeter now. Totally 5. It is decreased by 3 centimeter, so 2 centimeter. These are positively charged, means in order to move them closer, work should be done. So what is the work done? Work done is difference in potential energy, isn't it? So let us find potential energy for this, then potential energy for this new position. Difference in these two potential energies is the work done. That is work energy theorem. So difference in potential energy is the work done. Potential energy, final potential energy minus initial potential energy. Final is at a distance 2 centimeter. Potential energy of a system of two charges means constant Q1 Q2 by R. So constant Q1 Q2 by R. Final is 2 centimeter minus constant Q1 Q2 by initial. This is final and this is initial. Constant common factor 9 10 power 9. Two charges common factor 2 micro, 5 micro. 1 by final position is 2 centi. 2 centi minus initial position is 5 centimeter. 5 centi. So 9, 5 into 2, 10. This is 10 power 9. 5 to 10. Micro, 10 power minus 12. Denominator, take 10 power minus 2 common factor. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5 is 5, 2, 3 by 10. This 10, 9 3, 27, and observe these four options 2.7, 27. So we should be careful with 10 powers. This minus 2, 10 power minus 12, we are left with 10 power minus 10. Minus 10 plus 9 is 10 power minus 1. So 9 3, 27, 10 power minus 1 is 2.7. Final potential energy, initial potential energy. Difference in potential energies is a measure of work done. So this is work energy theorem. 2 point charges 10 micro and minus 10 micro are situated at A and B respectively. So this is A, 10 micro coulomb. This is B, minus 10 micro coulomb. A third charge of 5 coulomb is moved by 1 meter along the perpendicular bisector of AB. So this is the perpendicular bisector. Here the charge 5 coulomb is moved. Work done during the process is. Observe, these two are equal and opposite charges. So this is the equipotential line. Equipotential line, and potential is 0, isn't it? Potential due to plus charge is equal to potential due to minus charge. Therefore, net potential is 0. So this is equipotential line. In 3D, this is equipotential plane. On the equipotential line or plane, work done to move some charge is 0. Therefore, it is 0. An equipotential line in the field of a point charge. If it is a point charge, equipotential line is a circle. Another equipotential line is one more circle with charge at the center. Straight line? No. Circle with charge at its center? Yes. Ellipse? No. Circle with charge lying outside the circle? No. A point charge 1 microcoulomb is at the center of the circle. So at the center of the circle there is 1 microcoulomb. Radius is 10 centimeter. A, B, C, D are points on the circumference of the circle. The amount of work done in taking 5 nanocoulomb of charge is greatest in the path AD, AB. Same for all the paths AC and BD. If charge is at the center, then this is the equipotential line, isn't it? Equipotential line. If it is equipotential line, work done in moving any charge is 0. So 0 for all the paths. The same for the paths AC and BD. AC and BD. So this is also correct. But this is telling only about these two. But fourth one covers all. So this is more appropriate. We are not telling third one is wrong, but fourth is more appropriate. That is why this is the answer. In multiple choice questions, always we have to go to the most appropriate statement or the answer. Okay. The work done in carrying a charge 1 coulomb once round the circle of radius r with a charge plus q at the center. So same concept. Questions are in different formats, isn't it? So this q is at the center. So this is the equipotential line. Equipotential. If it is equipotential line, then work done in moving any charge along the circle is 0. A particle of mass 6 mg carrying a charge is projected with velocity v towards a charge minus 10 microcoulomb. So there is this minus 10 microcoulomb. Minus 1 microcoulomb is thrown towards or moving towards this charge with velocity v. It comes to rest at a point 1 meter from this charge. So this is also negatively charged, minus 1 microcoulomb. This comes closer and comes to rest at a distance 1 meter from the other charge. So this distance is 1 meter. So after that, it retraces the path. It goes like this and retraces the path. Why it retraces the path? Because this minus 1 microcoulomb is experiencing repulsive force by this charge. That is why it approaches because of initial kinetic energy. It goes away because of repulsion. So at this position, potential energy should be equal to initial kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is half mv square. Potential energy of two charges, constant q1 q2 by R. Half mass of the particle is given 6 milligram. Milli is 10 power minus 3. Gram to kg is 1 more 10 power minus 3. Students, milli is 10 power minus 3. But SI unit is kilogram. Therefore, 1 more 10 power minus 3. V square. We want V. V square equal to. Constant is 9 10 power 9. 2 charges. 1 micro, 10 micro. 1 micro, 10 micro. Divided by distance between these two is 1 meter. We have to solve for V. So V square equal to 10 into 10 power 9 is 10 power 10. 10 power 10. 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 6. 9. 3, 2, 1. This is 3. 3 goes to the other side. This is 3. 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3. 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3. This get cancels. So when we take square root, 3, 1, this is 3. So root 3. Root 3 means all other are 10 powers. Root 3 is 1.73. It should be this. Let us check once. 3, 10 power 10 square root is 10 power 5. 10 power minus 6 square root is minus 3. So root 3, 10 power 2. So this into 10 power 2. 1.73 is root 3 into 10 power 2 is 173. Three-point charges, each 0.1 millicoulomb, are placed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle of side 0.2 meter. The potential energy of the system. This is the equilateral triangle. 0.1 milli means 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 coulomb. Length of each side is 0.2 meter. Since it is equilateral, all the lengths are equal. So potential energy equal to constant Q1 Q2 by R Q2 Q3 by R Q1 Q3 by R. Students, observe all the charges are equal. Therefore, these charges are equal. Distances are also equal. So, forget this. It is Q square by R plus Q square by R plus Q square by R. 3 times. So, constant 3 Q square by R. So, constant is 9 10 power 9. 3 Q square is 10 power minus 4 square by R is 0.2 meter, 2 10 power minus 1. Now 9 3 27, 27 by 2 is 13.5 into 10 power 135. 135 is found only here. So this should be the correct answer. Let us check 10 powers. 9 3 27. 27 by 2 is 13.5. 10 power minus 8. 10 power 9. So there is 10 power 1 in the numerator. Denominator 10 power minus 1 goes to numerator 10 power 2. So it is 10 power 2. 1350. 1350. The component of the electric intensity parallel to an equipotential surface is. Simplest case, let me take a sheet of charge. Charged sheet of charge. So because of this sheet of charge, electric field is perpendicular and away. And this imaginary plane parallel to this sheet of charge is the equipotential surface. Okay, it is given the component of electric intensity parallel to an equipotential surface. Component of this parallel to this surface is 0. Therefore, it is 0 because this electric field is perpendicular to the surface. Since it is perpendicular, there is no parallel component. Let me write like this: E parallel equal to 0 and E perpendicular component is equal to the vector. This is along the perpendicular, therefore that itself is the perpendicular component. N identical droplets are charged to V volt each. If they coalesce to form a single drop, then its potential will be, so its potential will be n to the power of 2 by 3 times potential of the smaller drop. This is a direct result, isn't it? See, if these are the smaller droplets of radius r and if there are n droplets, okay, if they combine to form a bigger drop of radius capital R, then volume of n times volume of each drop, n times 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to total volume of this bigger drop, 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi get cancels. Radius of the bigger drop, take cube root, n to the power of 1 by 3 r. So radius of bigger drop is n to the power of 1 by 3 times radius of smaller drop. Okay, fine. Now potential of bigger drop equal to constant capital Q, total charge of the bigger drop, by radius. And what is potential or total charge of the bigger drop? If charge on each droplet is small q, if there are n charges, then capital Q is n times small q. Total charge is number of droplet times charge on each droplet. Therefore, n times q by capital R. Capital R is n to the power of 1 by 3 times small r. Now rearrange. N to the power of 1, n to the power of 1 by 3 is n power 2 by 3. Constant q by r. And what is constant small q by small r? Isn't it potential of the smaller drop? So n to the power of 2 by 3 times potential of the smaller drop. The work done in taking a unit positive charge from 2, 0 to 0, 2. This is initial position and this is final. So what is the position vector means? x2 minus x1 times I cap plus y2 minus y1 times j cap. x2 0 minus 2, 0 minus 2 I cap plus 2 minus 0 j cap. This turns out to be minus 2 I cap plus 2 j cap. This is position vector. Work done equal to work done in taking unit positive charge. Work done is force dot displacement, isn't it? Force is charge times electric field dotted with displacement. Charge is 1 coulomb. Electric field displacement, let me denote displacement by r cos theta. This is one form. But if the vectors are in component form, electric field is 3i plus 4j. Displacement is, we found out, minus 2i plus 2j. Okay. Then dot product of these two means charge is 1 coulomb, and then E dot S, 3 minus 2, 3 into minus 2 plus 4 into 2, 4 into 2. So this is minus 6 plus 8 turns out to be 2. When a proton is accelerated through a potential difference of 1 volt, its kinetic energy will be 1 eV, standard result, isn't it? If potential difference is 1 volt and charge E is released, if this is plus, this is minus, 30 volt, this is 31 volt, potential difference is 1 volt times charge, so 1 eV. The electric potential in a region is given by this: the electric intensity at the origin. So electric field equal to minus dV by dx. Okay, but in this case 2x square minus 3x. So with negative sign, differentiate this equation with respect to x. 2 to 4x plus minus 3, because x to the power of 1, plus 1. If you differentiate 1, we get 0. So this is the electric field. Electric field at the origin means x equal to 0. Put x 0, this is 0, minus minus plus 3. So 3 plus 3. In vector form, this is E and this is I cap. So this is I cap. Plus I cap means it should be along positive x-axis. The electric potential in a certain region is given by this: the electric field is 0 at x equal to, so electric field is minus dV by dx, minus, differentiate this with respect to x, 4 into 2, 8x minus 2, and it is given electric field is 0. If this is 0, minus 8x plus 2 equal to 0, or x equal to 2 by 8. 2 by 8 is 1 by 4.25. So at this point, electric field is 0. So from the potential, find electric field, and from that electric field, find x. Find x where field is 0. Okay, don't forget this. The electric potential in a certain region is this: the electric force on, so electric force equal to charge times electric field, and electric field is minus dV by dx. So let us find electric field first. Minus, differentiate this with respect to x, 6x plus 4 at the origin. So this is electric field at the origin means electric field at the origin, put x 0, it is minus 4. So force becomes charge, given charge is minus 2 nano, minus 2 nano, electric field is minus 4, minus minus plus 8, 10 power minus 9. Be careful with negative sign also, because options are with positive and negative. Okay. The variation of electric potential with distance in a certain region is as shown. The electric intensity is 0 at, this is potential position, so E equal to minus dV by dx. dV by dx is slope, so minus slope of this graph. Okay, so electric intensity is 0 means slope should be 0. So in this graph, slope is 0 at A, if I draw tangent, then slope of this tangent is 0. Let me draw tangent at B. Slope of this is not 0, it is positive. Slope at C is negative. Slope at D is also negative. So only at A, slope is 0 means electric field is 0. The work done in rotating a dipole through 180 degree from its equilibrium position in a uniform electric field about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to the field is. Work done in rotating a dipole through 180 degree from its equilibrium position. So this is electric field. Dipole in equilibrium position means it should be like this. This is plus Q minus Q. Dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge, like this. So this is P cap, electric field. So from this position, it should be rotated by 180 degree means this dipole should be flipped like this. So here theta 1 is 0 degree, theta 2 is 180 degree. Work done is dipole moment, electric field, cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2, isn't it? So work done in rotating the dipole from theta 1 to theta 2 in an external electric field. PE, theta 1 is 0, cos 0, cos 180. Cos 0 is 1, cos 180 is minus 1, minus minus plus 1. Therefore, 2 times PE. Students, take care of this equation. It is plus cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2 means the dipole should be rotated from initial position theta 1 to final position theta 2. That is why theta 1 to theta 2 is mentioned. Okay.